Good morning. This is Joanne in Colorado. I was looking at my plants and I have been busy trying to fix my drip system. The first two monitors I got worked a bit, but they didn't water everything evenly, so I went back to a double system by Orbit, and I'm trying it out today. I just finally got it in there yesterday, and so that's what's been taking my time. But I was looking at my plants, and as long as we got flowers going, we're doing good. Whenever my canna lilies get like this, I come down here and I chop this off or break it off right here. My fingernails aren't too big right now, so I think I'll come back with the scissors and do that. With the salvias, every one of the salvias, let's see if I can find one perfect example here. If you look at your plants, everywhere there's an old stem that's about, well, the tall ones that still have a few flowers. But when it gets to its last flower, it's in the middle of two stems, and both of these will start having little buds on them. So if you go back and you cut this off, right about the time when it gets to the, I don't know, last one or two, it will keep your plant blooming and it won't go to seed. Another salvia, you can see there's this stem and this stem both coming off. The one in the middle is the one that's blooming now, but when it gets to the end, you're gonna wanna take that stem off. Like, you know, that one down there has like one on it. Purple salvia is the same. You take them back to where they're in the middle. The middle stem here will be the one that's dying first and go into seed, because either your plant will produce flowers or it'll produce seeds. So I just wanted to be able to show you when I trim them. Of course, zinnias, you go back down to the first big double stem, unless your plant's getting too carried away and you want to just trim it back to somewhere closer to the plant. That's all up to you. These little guys here, if they get looking too ragged, I'd rather go down one or two. If there's other flowers above them, go down a couple stems, over two stems. Or down here you'll see where it's splitting, and once again you have three, and the one in the middle is the old one. So anytime plants are like that, you do good to just cut it back down between. Here's another one. I think you can see them. Where most plants will do this. The middle one will be the bloom, and then they'll put up two more. And if that starts just looking old, to trim it back quicker, we'll just keep producing more beautiful looking blooms. And I've still got some more Japanese beetles back here for my canna lilies. It's been doing a number on some of my leaves. I don't like that. It doesn't look very pretty. Anyways, this if I can trim these out, the old one, as soon as that last bloom's about gone. Otherwise, I just take some of this old stuff off, because the hummingbirds really like those. But I trim that off so that the new stem can come up there. Sorry about all my junk in the background. I'm making another bird bath. But this one here, you can see there's a whole lot of this kind of stuff in here. The light is getting too bright. But anyways, I need to go through this, and I need to take out a bunch of those center ones so that the rest will keep blooming, because those flowers are needed. And the bee's balm. Boy, it's kind of zigzagging all over the place. It's got a bloom coming up between the two flowers stems. With the bee's balm, I just trim them back to where there's a couple leaves. And this one, because it's all growing weird, might even take it down a little lower than that. But I would look for something like this, where there's new growth, and trim it right over the top of that. Oh, that's a pretty plant. These seem to just have big straight stems. But anything like this, you always want to go down and trim it down where there's where there's new life coming off the side, right under it. So when that starts dying back enough, I will definitely do that. Now the purple salvia, you gotta watch out, because these guys, I think this one's a spent one. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is gonna look really good on when you try to watch it on a video. I'll make sure you can see it before I post it. This one here is spent, so it's back. It's the center one again. And these I can just bend, and they just pop right off. So anyway, and then it gives some new life a chance there. Because these ones that are spent, they'll just help it go to seed, and it'll quit producing flowers. But the new ones, if you look at this one, it looks just about like the other one, but you gotta just look for the empty holes. This one's new, all new flowers coming out. So, and this Peppermint Sage really kind of takes over the whole pot, so they can't see the rest of the flowers. And it's the same as its three and the dead one in the middle, but it just keeps getting taller and taller and taller and taller and taller. And so if it's loaded with red flowers, I leave it, because the male hummingbirds will come in and I can photograph them from my chair over there. But wow, these beetles, I don't know if you can see this guy. It fell down. Look what they're doing to the leaves of my vermilionaire. I have got to get them out of there. Problem is they're hard to see. But yeah. Ah, looky here. I have got a ladybug. We bought 1,700 ladybugs twice this spring and put them in this garden. these, you can see that shiny beetle down there. That is what I want to get rid of. Everywhere I see these stupid things, there's not one of them, there's two of them, and they're mating, and they're making more and more by the minute. And yeah, they've got to go. One day I brought my can of Raid out for ants and cockroaches. I just sprayed a little bit on each bug, and that seemed to take care of some of them, because I don't want it all over my plants, and I don't want a lot of pesticides where I have hummingbirds. So my Verbillionaire was trying to see, you know, it's a pretty amazing plant. It just grows more and more and more and more flowers. What the bugs are doing to it right here is going to definitely cause some branches to need to be clipped out of there. I don't want it to hurt the plant. But kind of I will trim it the exact same way. It's always the center stem. And once again, there's another one of those rotten bugs. But center stem, take it out and let it make some more. And these hot lips, all of the white ones are the ones that are getting to the top of the stems, and when the second stems come out, they'll be red again. Some of the center ones still have red, but a lot of these that are white, it's like they are the center one. And it's like right when they get at the top, I think maybe it's its way of telling me, hey, it's about time for a trim here. So, and I've never had this Mexican flag vine bloom this well. Oh, sorry, I gotta tie up. Got a new sprout here, and I'm gonna put it on the trellis so it can climb. And I've got all kinds of vines coming down. If I could get them on a trellis or something they could climb on, they'll produce flowers. Don't do a lot while they're just hanging in the air. But there's a whole lot of dead stuff on this one. And I'm sorry that sun is coming up in our eyes. But this one here, they're coming up on a double stem, each one of them. So I'm just gonna have to go back and cut this off at the plant. And vines are hardy. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut those back so that it'll keep producing flowers, because the hummingbirds have really liked these. So I'm going to get to work on that and give your eyes some relief from sunshine in them. And one quick view of my flower. This is my newest Hummingbird Fountain. I'm making a bird bath. This is the platform for the bottom. The branches are different lengths, or heights, so I put them through a cardboard box. It's the only way I could think of to stand it up so I could work on the bottom. And I used one of my canna leaves to cut out the leaves for these. And I may have to frame those out with some wire mesh. I'm deciding how to do that. I tried to get some real stiff plastic, but it's not stiff enough. And I don't know how well the mortar is going to want to stick to it hanging upside down. And if it's wire mesh, then it will work. So I may have to just start cutting it, get my gloves on. That mesh is sharp and I don't like too many holes stuck in me, but anyways, fountain bird bath is doing good with my moss. And it's gonna be a hot day today, so I am gonna trim these up really quick, see if I can get rid of some of those Japanese beetles, and see what I can get done on my bird bath. If I can figure out how to do it when I put the cement on it, I will go ahead and try to videotape it. It's just finding a way to hold the camera and so you can see what I'm doing. But I think I might have to cut out some wire mesh the shape of each leaf and then just stick that together so that I can shape it, and then the cement for sure won't just slide down it and end up in a pile at the bottom. So that's the plan. We'll see how we do. The top's gonna look really cool, but I'll show you that when I figure it out. Have a great day. Bye.